Hey, Cine Critics! Welcome back to the channel, where we don't just react to trailers, we break them down, dig into the details, and boldly predict IMDb scores before anyone else. Today, we're talking about something unusual. A horror movie set in the world of sports. Yep, you heard that right. Him is coming in 2025, and it's mixing athletic glory with pure terror. It sounds like a strange combo. Sports and horror aren't exactly teammates. But stick with me. With Jordan Peele producing and some fresh faces on screen, this could surprise us. We're predicting Him lands at 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Not a flop, not a masterpiece, but an intriguing experiment that might carve out a cult following. So, let's break it down. What makes him worth watching? And why do we think it'll land at 6.7? Background and concept. Horror and sports rarely overlap. Sure, we've seen creepy locker rooms and cheerleader slashers in B-movies, but a big-budget horror actually rooted in the sports world? That's new. The concept plays on something we've all thought about. Meeting your heroes. Imagine stepping onto the same court, field, or ring as your idol. Sounds like a dream, right? In Him, it becomes a nightmare. The film suggests that the closer you get to greatness, the darker the shadows become. And make no mistake, this is rated 18. That means gore, brutality, and disturbing imagery. Sports injuries already make people squirm in real life. Here, they're pushed to horror extremes. Shattered bones, blood-soaked arenas, and obsession turned violent. For the squeamish, it'll be rough. For horror fans, it's something new. Why we rate this a 6.7. Reason 1. Horror in sport done with grit. The novelty's obvious. Horror in the sports arena. It's brutal, experimental, and different. That alone will spark curiosity. But the question is whether audiences will buy into the premise. Horror usually thrives on familiar settings: haunted houses, forests, cursed dolls, a stadium, or basketball court. That's a gamble. Reason 2. Jordan Peele as producer. Jordan Peele isn't directing, but his stamp matters. After Get Out, Us, and Nope, Peele's name signals quality. He picks projects with themes and subtext, not just blood and jump scares. His involvement should lift this above a throwaway slasher. Reason 3. Fresh faces with a wild-card comedian. The cast is led by Tyriq Withers, bringing raw energy and charisma. Julia Fox joins, known for her sharp, magnetic presence in Uncut Gems. But the real curveball? Comedian Jim Jeffries. His sarcastic wit could either break the tension in a bad way, or, if done right, add a razor-sharp edge of irony. That casting choice alone makes the movie unpredictable. Reason 4. Cinematography with style. The trailer avoids cheap jump scares and instead delivers haunting visuals. Slow-motion shots of athletes drenched in sweat, shadowy locker rooms, and arenas transformed into blood-stained battlegrounds. It looks more like psychological art horror than disposable gore, and that's promising. Reason 5. A select audience hit. Let's be real, Him won't be for everyone. The premise will feel too bizarre for some. But horror thrives on niche audiences, and this could connect with viewers craving something offbeat. That's why we land at 6.7. Strong enough to stand out, but unlikely to please the masses. Movies like this often grow cult followings, even if critics stay divided. Our take on the themes. So what's Him really digging into? Sports are already tied to obsession, pressure, and glory. Athletes push themselves past breaking points for fame. This film takes that tension and weaponizes it into literal horror. The heroes we idolize? They might be monsters in disguise. There's satire, too. Like Peele's other work, We could see commentary on toxic fandom, exploitation of athletes, and dangerous hero worship. Imagine fans willing to kill to meet their idol, or idols who destroy followers to protect their legacy. That's horror with meaning, not just shock value. Our prediction and verdict. So where does this leave us? Him won't revolutionize horror, but it could carve out its own creepy little niche. We're predicting 6.7 on IMDb. It's respectable for a risky, genre-bending project. Some critics will laugh it off, others will hail it as bold, but most will agree it lands somewhere in the middle. It's not a slam dunk, but it's not an airball either. Think of it like a risky free throw that just barely makes it in. And for horror fans, that's worth watching. Closing. So, what do you think? Is him going to dunk on the horror genre with something fresh? Or trip over its own sneakers trying to be clever? Drop your predictions in the comments. And if you think our 6.7 call is off, let's hear it. As always, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more early movie breakdowns, and keep your popcorn ready. This is the Cine Critic, signing off.